Every time I see her demanding to be called Duchess of Sussex, I laugh. Nobody in Britain calls her that. Meghan Markle, she got lucky, met her prince, dragged him out of the bosom of his family, dragged him away from the monarchy.
January 2026, and Piers Morgan completely detonated live television. The man who lost his entire Good Morning Britain career for refusing to back down on Meghan Markle is back. And this time he came armed with something devastating. Meghan had just released her Netflix cooking show with Love, Meghan, and the photos, the footage. The entire production gave Piers everything he needed. On Piers Morgan Uncensored, he tore the show apart piece by piece, brutally. He couldn't even make it 10 minutes in before switching it off. He called it unwatchable. He called it the ultimate vanity project. He exposed every fake moment, every staged photo, every carefully calculated image Meghan was trying to sell. And here's why this hit harder than usual. Piers isn't just some random critic. He knew Meghan personally before she ghosted him. For Harry, he understands how she operates. So, when he says these images expose who Meghan really is, it carries serious weight. Buckle up, because what Piers revealed on live TV could permanently damage Meghan's carefully constructed.
I had to leave my show, Good Morning Britain, you may remember, for casting doubt over the allegations of racism and the denial of treatment for mental health issues that Meghan Markle said she was denied by Buckingham Palace. Interestingly, in his 420 page or so book, his own story.
Let me break down exactly what happened on Piers Morgan Uncensored. The moment Meghan's Netflix show dropped, Piers knew he had to watch it, not because he wanted to, but because he knew it would be comedy gold. On his show, Piers said, "I tried watching it, and honestly after about 3 or 4 minutes, I was done. It was just unwatchable. 3 to 4 minutes. That's all he could tolerate before turning it off." Interestingly, in another clip, he said he endured 10 minutes. Either way, the message was clear. He couldn't even make it through a single episode. That alone tells you everything about the quality of this show. Piers described it as the ultimate vanity project, where everything revolves around people telling Meghan how great she is, and Meghan telling everyone how great she is. Every frame exists to worship Meghan, and every guest is there simply to praise her.
What did you make of that, Jordan, to be suddenly appearing on Meghan Markle's podcast as a villain?
The first
who was
thing I make
calling
of
women crazy.
is
About that for a moment. A cooking show where the focus isn't the food, but how amazing Meghan is, how talented she is, how creative she is. It's not about teaching viewers anything useful. It's about selling the Meghan brand. And Piers saw through it immediately. Because he knows her. He's watched how she operates. He understands the game better than almost anyone. Now let's talk about the specific photos and footage that Piers absolutely destroyed on live television, because this is where it becomes truly damaging. First, the house. Meghan filmed the entire show in what she presents as her beautiful Montecito home. Except Piers pointed out a critical detail. It's not even her house. She borrowed someone else's estate to film the show. Think about how fake that is. You're selling authenticity. You're selling with love from Meghan's home. Except it isn't your home. It's a borrowed mansion you're pretending belongs to you.
There they are. They're straight there. And I'm afraid I'm very cynical. I think it's purely for PR. It's purely for self-promotional reasons. They just want to be seen to be a rival royal family who are doing what the royals do, but they're not royals anymore. They don't do anything to earn the title.
Photos show Meghan standing in a stunning kitchen, filled with professional equipment perfectly lit. Every angle carefully planned. And Piers called it out immediately. It's not even her house. She's shown doing things like making coffee, making a basic cake. Yes, making coffee. That's what Meghan is supposedly teaching people. And she presents it as if she's revolutionizing hospitality. Piers also highlighted the flower arranging scenes. Photos of Meghan delicately placing flowers into vases, acting like she invented the concept, as if basic hosting skills are groundbreaking wisdom. You see the pattern. Every image is designed to make Meghan look talented, creative, and sophisticated. But in reality, she's performing the most basic tasks and pretending they're special simply because she's doing them. This is where Piers went in for the kill. And this moment perfectly captures who Meghan really is. During the show, Meghan's friend Mindy Kaling makes an innocent comment, saying, "People wouldn't believe that Meghan Markle ate Jack in the Box."
And if it means I leave a show that I love, that's on fire and doing great in the ratings, so be it. And I've never regretted that, because actually, sometimes in life, you've got to stand up for what you believe in. and don't let other people try and bully you in the way that I was. Meghan Markle wrote to the boss of the network.
A harmless comment. Right? Wrong. Meghan immediately corrects her. She says, "It's so funny that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now. Sussex. Not Meghan. Sussex." She insists her friend use her royal title instead of her actual name. Piers absolutely dismantled this moment on his show. He said, "I come from Sussex in England. It's a county on the south coast with several million people living in it." He was pointing out how absurd it is that Meghan wants to be called by a place name. And here's the real issue. Meghan left royal life, didn't she? She and Harry walked away because they hated the institution. They wanted privacy. They wanted to be normal. Yet here she is, on her Netflix show, demanding her friend call her by her royal title. Not Meghan, Sussex. She wants that title because without it, she's just an actress who got lucky.
Meghan Markle has renewed her bitter feud with Piers Morgan. So you'll remember the pair have been at war after Meghan ghosted the ITV host who she had sparked a friendship with in London.
That contradiction, that hypocrisy was exposed perfectly by Piers, and the cameras captured it forever. Meghan's facial expression, when she corrects Mindy, the irritation that someone dared call her by her birth name, tells you everything. Now let me explain why Piers Morgan's criticism carries more weight than almost anyone else's. This isn't a random journalist attacking a celebrity. This is personal. Piers met Meghan back in 2016. They connected on Twitter. She reached out to him, saying she was a fan. They began messaging regularly and developed what Piers believed was a genuine friendship.
I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in the right to be allowed to have an opinion. If people want to believe Meghan Markle, that's entirely their right. I don't believe almost anything that comes out of them.
Met in person at a pub in London. Piers has described it clearly. They spent about 2 hours together. Meghan had a couple of dirty martinis and pints. They got on brilliantly, but here's where the story takes a turn. That same night, Piers put Meghan into a cab. That cab took her to a party where she met Prince Harry. They had dinner the very next night, and that was the last time Piers Morgan ever heard from Meghan Markle. She completely ghosted him the moment she gained access to a prince. Her friendship with Piers became worthless. She cut him off without explanation. Piers admitted it himself. He really liked her, and that's why it hurt. As he put it, "I just think she's a bit of a social climber. I'm afraid."
Meghan Markle has renewed her bitter feud with Piers Morgan. So you'll remember the pair have been at war after Meghan ghosted the ITV host who she had sparked a friendship with in London, and she ghosted him the moment she met Prince Harry.
So when Piers tears apart Meghan's Netflix show exposing the fake photos and calculated moments, he's not just playing critic. He's someone who experienced firsthand how Meghan operates, how she uses people, and how she discards them once they're no longer useful. That's why his criticism stings. That's why Meghan can't simply dismiss it as random hate. Piers knows. He saw behind the curtain long before the rest of the world did. Now let's return to what he exposed about this Netflix disaster. Calling it a vanity project isn't just an insult. It's accurate. The entire show exists for one purpose: to sell the Meghan Markle brand, or rather, the Sussex brand. Every episode is designed to make her look extraordinary. Piers nailed it when he said the show is nothing more than people telling Meghan how great she is, and Meghan telling everyone how great she is. The Netflix photos show Meghan laughing with celebrity friends, arranging flowers, and preparing food. But look closely. Every image is perfectly lit. Every angle is calculated. Her makeup is flawless.
This, by the way, is going to celebrate the joys of cooking, or at least something she's doing. Her Netflix show, I guess, is going to celebrate the joys of cooking, gardening, entertaining, and friendship, Piers. She's going to be teaching us how to be a good friend.
Well, as one of the many friends that she cut off.
Not candid moments. They are professional photo shoots disguised as reality. And Piers recognized it immediately because he understands what authenticity actually looks like. This isn't it. Real. Cooking shows are messy. Things go wrong. There's genuine teaching involved. But Meghan's show is Instagram-filtered fantasy. Everything is designed to look effortless while being completely staged. And here's why Piers' latest attack matters even more. This is the same man who lost his job at Good Morning Britain because he refused to back down over Meghan. March 2021. Meghan and Harry sit down with Oprah. Meghan claims she felt suicidal. She claims members of the royal family were racist.
Harry has never met his father-in-law to this day. He's not allowed, Thomas Markle, to meet his grandkids. And yet the first sign of any disaster, mass shooting, any opportunity where they can go and pretend to be comforters in chief when they're not even asked for or required or needed, there they are. They're straight there.